Hi, welcome to Cosplay Sweets. Unfortunately, the beginning of my video doesn't have any sound, but this does get fixed eventually, so please bear with me. Today we're cosplaying Maki from Love Live, who is my favorite girl. She's a precious cinnamon roll, and while unfortunately we aren't making cinnamon rolls today, we are going to be making Earl Grey brownies. I chose this recipe because I think that the Earl Grey tea part of it really represents Maki's refined personality, but the brownie part of it also shows her more down-to-earth, willing to kick back with her friends side. Today we're using this recipe from plumdeluxe.com, which is a tea website. I plan on doing some tea reviews from them in the future, so look out for those. Now, in essence, the instructions for this recipe are fairly simple. We're going to want to mix together our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients in separate bowls, and then stir them together. We're starting with the wet ingredients. For this part, you're going to want to put together 1/2 cup unsalted butter that has been softened. I've put mine in the microwave because I always forget to put it out in time. 3 large eggs, 1/4 cup vegetable oil, and 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Now at this point, I've realized I've forgotten to turn on the microphone, so now we'll go back to our normal scheduled audio programming. This next part may or may not have better audio quality. Now we've got our dry ingredients. For this, we're going to start with 1 cup of flour, 2 cups sugar, 3/4 cups unsweetened cocoa powder, and of course my apron is white, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and 3 tablespoons of ground Earl Grey tea. Now, for this, I am using Adagio's Earl Grey Bella Luna, which is a tea that they only sell on the full moon. I don't really like Earl Grey by itself, so I like Earl Grey with a little bit of flavor to it. So this is a coconut Earl Grey. Now, the instructions say to use it in a coffee grinder to get it all ground up, but I don't have one since I don't drink coffee. So what I have done instead is I've just put it into a plastic bag and taken a rolling pin to it. So I already have 3 tablespoons measured out here, so you're going to want to put that in with your dry ingredients as well. Alright, go ahead and stir those together. So next you're going to want to take your wet ingredients and slowly mix them into the dry ingredients. Alright, once you're done, you're going to have a nice fudgy looking mixture. So now we're going to go ahead and put that into our pre-greased pan. And go ahead and spoon that in. Would Maki be a big spoon or a little spoon? Next, you're going to want to place it in the oven for 25 to 28 minutes, set to 375 degrees. And now we wait. Shortly before your brownies are done baking, you're going to want to go ahead and brew yourself a cup of tea. You'll again want to do an Earl Grey for this, and we're going to be using it in our glaze. I'm going to use the same Earl Grey Bella Luna for my brewed tea. Now you're only going to need a little bit for your tea, but I'm going to make a full cup plus some, so that when we're done, when we've taken out what we need for the icing, then we can just enjoy a cup of tea. So for an Earl Grey, we're going to go ahead and steep it for 3 minutes. Alright, looks done. But we're going to go ahead and do the toothpick test just to be sure. Comes back clean. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let those brownies cool for about 10 minutes while we're making our icing. To make the glaze, you're going to take 2 cups of powdered sugar. Then for our glaze, we only need 1/4 cup of the brewed Earl Grey. The rest we can use for our own cup. Go ahead and mix the Earl Grey in with the powdered sugar. Once they're cool, go ahead and glaze the brownies. Alright, let's go ahead and try it. I think the kind of more earthy flavors of the Earl Grey with the icing balances out really nicely. So if you don't like Earl Grey, this probably isn't going to be the dessert for you, but it is super good. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. There are spider webs on my lamp.